You're going through divorce and separation. A pretty common question is, how much alimony and for how long? Hi, this is Lisa Angel, attorney with the Rosen Law Firm, and in this video, we're going to cover alimony in North Carolina. First, who's entitled to alimony? Second, how is alimony calculated in North Carolina? How much alimony? And third, how is alimony enforced in North Carolina? So first, who's entitled to alimony in North Carolina? In order to pay alimony, you need to make more money than your spouse. In order to receive alimony, you need to make less money than your spouse. So the main criteria for being entitled to alimony in North Carolina is an income differential. But that doesn't really answer the question that most people have, which is how much alimony and for how long? That's the real question that people have to answer when creating an alimony settlement or coming to an alimony hearing of some sort. So how is alimony calculated in North Carolina? In a lot of states, there are calculators, formulas, and percentages to determine the amount and duration of the alimony claim. But in North Carolina, we don't have any of those. There are no calculators and no percentages. Instead, the court has a list of 13 factors to look at. The last on that list is any other factor. So that is the only thing that a court can look at in North Carolina to determine the amount of alimony and for how long. But it's everything you could think of is on that list. How long were people married? What is the income differential? What did people earn? What are the debts and the assets? Was there fault during the marriage? The alimony is then determined by looking at the income and expenses. So although fault and what happened during the marriage are very important to an alimony trial, as a practical matter when we're negotiating an alimony claim, we look at income and expenses. So it's very important to understand your budget. And it's not the budget of what could happen if you cut back, but it's a budget of what were the expenses, what was the standard of living of the marriage. Now, how is alimony enforced? How alimony is enforced really is dependent upon the document that it's originally put into. So it could be that you reach an agreement and you put that into a document called a consent order, or it could be that you reach an agreement and you put that into a document called a separation agreement. And if it's in a consent order, alimony is modifiable and easily enforceable. If it's in a separation agreement, it is not modifiable and it can be more challenging to enforce. So when we are coming to an agreement, it's a very important consideration to make sure that we understand exactly what type of document and what are the advantages and disadvantages. If you want more information about what your alimony settlement should look like, give us a call. We can give you a sense of what is the alimony amount, how long should it be, and whether or not it should be in a consent order versus a separation agreement. Don't start negotiating your alimony claim until you've had a chance to talk it over individually with an attorney.